Uh, well, I retired in August last year from a job, and I'd done a bit of TV stuff, and I saw myself on TV, and I thought, well, I've got to sort myself out. So I think I was 19 stone 4. So I looked at a different way to get. Um, I mean, I've done everything else that probably everyone else has done in terms of like crash diet. Um, I've done quite a few of them over the years. Atkins, all sorts of things like that, and lost a lot of weight sometimes. And then I ran a marathon about 5 years ago, and I lost a bit of weight doing that. But then the problem was that I didn't have any sustainability on it, and that was the thing that I looked for. So a little bit of like, well, how can I do something that doesn't involve, you know, stopping eating carbs or something like that. But yeah, totally lethargic. I got high blood pressure, so um, the sort of got to be kind of careful. But my life was really busy in terms of work, and then um, just it's so random that I never really got an opportunity to do anything really positive about it that make a big impact. Because when you start something and then work kicks off, and then you just lose the momentum completely. Then you eat crap because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time and that sort of thing. So it just got a little bit. You realize that when you're doing these diets sometimes that you actually not you just know this is even when you start them, you say, and you see some effects, some positive changes, you still know in the back of your mind that this isn't sustainable. I know full well what I'm like, that when I'm doing a diet, I know 100% I'm not going to be like that in 5 weeks time. Whereas this was different because I knew from the outset, well, actually, this whole thing about someone like me who likes to, like I go with my neighbours down the pub on a Friday, I know full well I can, he never said to me, you can't do that. In fact, he said, keep doing it, keep the lifestyle, but these are the changes you need to make around the outside. And I mean, when you think, I ran a marathon at 46 or whatever I was, and that's a lot. That was hard. But the stamina was really good, but then that all sort of over the years then started to fold back again. So by the time I got to 19.4, which is the heaviest I was ever, then it completely, clothes, I had 80% or more probably of my wardrobe that I couldn't wear. And now it's 20% that I can't wear. So it's very different. And then walking around, going on holiday, all that kind of thing, taking your top off, all that. I mean, it's still not like take your top off and feel. I don't really know. I didn't really know what to expect. I'll be honest with you, but I think having spoken to him, and it was like I said, it all goes back to that thing he said. You don't have to change what you do on a weekend and stuff like that. You've got to be more focused on, on things because you want to change. It's not like do one day a week and then the rest of it you can binge or whatever. There is a lot of investment and personal responsibility that you have when you do things. But I didn't really know completely what to expect. But because I was seeing results quite quickly, then it made it. I realized that actually, this is the right thing, and I didn't feel like I was, being boring or eating stuff I don't like, or my wife's a good home cook, and she wasn't changing what she was doing. We're still having roast dinners on a Sunday, and that's a huge difference for me because and it's not just how I feel, and like I'm getting into clothes that I haven't been into for 5 years, albeit they might be slightly untrendy now, but that the energy levels, going out for a run or going on a Peloton that I've got, which was invaluable to me, doing completely changed, and confidence levels. People constantly say, "Oh God, you've lost weight," which is the biggest thing you always like to see, sort of thing. It's not a complete change of lifestyle you're going to think, well, my mates are going to think I'm boring, or I'm not going to go and do this anymore. I haven't really changed at all, particularly in anything that I do. I still go out socially and have a drink on a Friday, or sometimes Friday and Saturday, but I still manage to lose weight because the rest of the time you're concentrating on, right, that day's, I did that, I've got to make up for that a little bit. But you're not making up by like eating lettuce all day. It's like you can still have those foods, but just you're cutting out all the other stuff which causes the weight gain. And I think that's the most important thing, is that this isn't changing particularly, this hasn't derailed me away from what I'm normally like when I go out with friends or anything. It hasn't done that. But what it has done is focus you a little bit more about get that fitness done, get that sensible plan in front of you. This is a lifestyle change which isn't dramatic at the beginning, particularly, and you'll feel that actually can just be quite an easy change in your life to do whilst losing weight and maintaining weight loss as well. That's the thing as well, maintaining that weight loss. Yes, it's completely changed everything, my whole outlook on that confidence. You know, I don't really care what people think about me, I'll be honest with you. So I'm not really that type of person. I don't really, you know, people can say what they like. I've had it all my life, so I'm not really fussed about it in work or anything. But it's just that inner bit where you think, no, I like this. I like the way I'm feeling at the moment. And what would I say to Chris? Okay. So I think you can't underestimate really what you can do to change somebody, and this is the right program to change people, especially in that older age group as well. You know, when he's talking to someone like me, then he's got it spot on with me, because once you listen, the important thing is to listen to your client always and understand. And I know that a lot of the questions and probing questions are all about understanding, and the things that you write down, and those the tasks that you have in a week, get to understand somebody. But I think Chris got it spot on with me, and he understood and never judged what I'm doing. It was just like a process of understanding and saying, right, there might be the odd sort of like, well, you've had a bad day there, so you need to sort yourself out, which is fine, because you need that kick. I'm not, sometimes you need that kick to say you've had a bad day. But I think, Chris got it spot on with me, so that was important. And we all judge characters quite well, and Chris is perfectly suited to this role and the other role that he does as well when he's outside of his fitness stuff. So yeah.